got this crazy idea. Why not go out and meet some of the world's most successful and accomplished people? Maybe they could teach me something about how to hang on to success, find a success that had greater meaning, that would be enduring year after year. And I created a program at Charles Schwab called the Charles Schwab CEO Series. It was an interview program with chief executives, and I talked to entrepreneurs and billionaires and captains of industry. And I learned so much from these people. But then I got some great advice. People said, don't stop there, Mark. You've been talking to a certain type of leader about success. Reach out with your heart. Reach out and meet a greater number of people from all walks of life. So I started talking to community leaders and Nobel laureates and Academy Award winners and the presidents of countries. And I added that all into this kind of big, hairy, audacious goal that I had created. So during these last 10 years, this has been a focus of our work. We've been meeting some of the most remarkable and accomplished people, trying to pull out the key insights that we could learn, and we've learned so many things. But I have to tell you, for me, the big dividend was being able to find a way to create meaningful success. Success that really matters, success that delivers year after year.
How can you create success that's built to last, that lasts year in and year out? So imagine with me for a moment that you had the opportunity to go out and meet hundreds of the world's most successful teams and their leaders, okay? That you were able to meet people from all different fields, all different professions, all different walks of life. And you had an opportunity to have a one-on-one power lunch with them and ask them to feed you their deepest secrets about why it mattered to work for long-term success. And not just any success, but a success that lasted 20, 30, 40, 50 years. In other words, a success that's so meaningful, that's so on target with who you are and what you really believe, that it lasts a lifetime. Would you like to hear what they said? Would you like to hear their secrets? I sure did.
So we call our work Success Built to Last, creating a life that matters.
A lot of organizations have a hard time innovating. It's often the mistakes that end up being the source of innovation, right? Because in the process of learning how to solve that customer's problem and reaching out across the organization to do that, sometimes you come up with a better solution. You know, if you've had any setback, if you've had any difficulties, if you've had any challenges, you are never worthless. You're never worthless. You can always be used as a bad example for other people. Start with your heart. Start with your passions and what you care about. And then you can bridge to other people with whom you can work. It's a brutally frank conversation you have to have with yourself about what do I believe in so that I can match and share those values with a team that I'm working with. There's lots of great companies. There's lots of great causes. There's lots of great teams to work on. There's lots of passions you have in your life. The strange thing about it is you think it's an either-or between a cause or a company and your passion. It's not. You get success for 20, 30 years, you need an overlap. We call it the genius of the and rather than the tyranny of the or. It's a both and. I am a client, and as a client you might notice something about me, which is, gosh, I really appreciate it when you get that done. Leadership is not your status. It's not the rank that you have in the organization. Leadership is the process of actually taking that which you care about, that which you believe, and doing your best at it. That's what you did here. And in the process of doing your best at it, you set an example. You became the top 3% of the organization. And when you do that, you become a leader and a team member.
Today we have the double pleasure of not only welcoming Glenn, but two very prominent and important authors here to celebrate one of the most important titles I have seen in a long time, which is Success Built to Last.
There isn't a leader in business today who isn't having to wrestle with enormous change in their organizations. Not a leader today. Even Warren Buffett, the world's second richest man, can be a pretty serious guy, the greatest living investor, an amazing individual, and not surprisingly, a lot of people come to him for career advice, right? Now, you've got to get a picture of this guy, Warren Buffett. Late 70s, deep lines, serious lines in his face, thick glasses, gray mop of hair. He said, Mark, living disconnected with your passions, if you think about your career and your business that way, that's a little bit like saving up sex for old age. It's not a great idea. Together. Congratulations. And thank you very much for the opportunity to be here. Thank you.